Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Fuzzy from Fuzzy's Ghost Models here, back with another in the box review. This time we're looking at another company from the Ukraine, and they're called Wingsy Kits. And today I'm gonna have a look at what's in the box of this one. Nice little Claude. But to get started, I just want to say thank you to Lost Aviator Coffee Company for supplying me with my wonderful Java. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, if you want to go to their website, and I'll leave a link down below, you can use Fuzzy's Ghost Models to get 10% off your first order, and you can get stuff like this wonderful dark roast voodoo coffee. It's celebrating the 100th anniversary of the RCAF. It's so good stuff. But anyway, let's get back to the review and see what's inside the box. So this is a 1/48 scale A5M4. Claude was the allied code word for it, and you can see on the side of the box it also has some really nice camouflage on it, and then you can see the sides has some photo etch for the cockpit. So, like most kits from that area of the world, has a box lid on it, and then the box opens up on the inside. So, leaves the model well protected, and we'll pull this out. It's got a bunch of bags. These are actually not your standard bags. I don't know how big a company Wingsy Kits is, but they're Ziploc bags almost. So we'll have a look at the first set of what's inside of here. This is the wings. We'll pull these open. All right. So this bag has 3 sprues in it. It has the lower wing and the 2 upper wings, and then the pods with the landing gear in it. So we'll zoom in a bit so we can see some of what the surface detail looks like. And there we are there. You can see it has all the rivet detail on it, which is fantastic. I love rivets. Adds a lot more interest to it. It's got the fuel tank halves down there, and then the ailerons, which are one piece. Then the next one is the upper portion of the wings. Again, has all the rivet detail on it, and the horizontal stabilizers, and the rudder is there. They look really good. I'm not seeing any ejector pin marks that would cause issues. There's no surface distortion from the mold on the other side, and I don't see any flash, and very little, if any, mold parting seams. There's the radio antenna, which looks really good too. I'll put that aside. Then this is the landing gear with the gear pods, and again, the detail looks really nice, like super. Wheels are in 2 halves, and they go inside the pods. Then there's some, not sure what this is. That's a cradle for the fuel tank, maybe. And then there's the 2 machine guns that go in the cowl right here. All right, and then we'll have a look at the next bag here. You can see this photo etch. Sometimes photo etch is good, and sometimes it can be a curse. All right, so let's have a look. So here is the fuselage halves, and again, it's got super fantastic detail on it. Really fine, really fine rivets, really fine, which is going to look great. Cowl ring, looks like 2 different versions of the upper cowl, front of the cockpit, engine bulkhead. We look inside, there's nothing here, it's all smooth, so I'm hoping there's detail in the other. All right, here we are with the engine detail. There's the cylinder bank. Looks really good. Looks like the intake for the air, and then all the push rods for the valves, carburetor ring, exhaust rings, and the propeller. They all look really good. I don't see any evidence of ejector pin marks, which is it fries my nut every time I get a kit and it's got ejector pin marks all over it. Like, come on, better engineering. Anyway, so here we have the last sprue, last gray sprue, and it looks like, okay, there's got the cockpit sides, cockpit wall looks like, and the floor. This part here would be where the instrument panel goes, the seat, and there's the instrument panel there. Yeah, I mean, that looks really good. I mean, it's a simple plane to begin with, so. And then there's the single bit of canopy on the front. We'll have a look. It's also got the wingtip lights as separate clear parts, which can be a curse or a blessing, depending on how they fit. So there's the front canopy there. Looks pretty clear. Not too bad. It's not gonna get in the way anyway. And then the lights. I don't know if that's a HUD or gun sight or what that is, or if we'll have to figure that out. I'm just going to put those away so I don't lose the parts, because nothing worse than going hunting and trying to find it in the carpet monster. Hang on just a moment. And then the last little part is the photo etch. So there's some parts here, looks like some fine bracing. There's the instrument panel replacement with, or the instrument panel with the film that goes behind it. Not a fan of that method, so I don't know if there's any options out there. There's some screens and some other little bits and greeblies in there. Yeah, all right. So let's have a look at the destructions. All right. Again, your parts tree layout, and starts off pretty simple with, that's okay, it's a fold out, not a booklet. Starts out very conventionally. Build the cockpit, put the cockpit between the two fuselage halves, build the engine. There's some of the bracing for the cowl on the photo etch, and you just continue on. Don't forget to put the holes in for whatever things you're putting on the wings. So there's a couple bombs that can go on the wings, and then the fuel tank in the middle. And then it just all comes together. And then we look at the markings that are available. This is your classic one with the red tail, black bands, and a white band with the Hinamaru in the middle, and then bands on the wings. And then this one's from 38, from Yokohama, it says. It's got some identification markings across the tops of the wings, and with red bands and a red tail. This one here is from 41, red tail, white band and double red band. A couple of white things on the white bands on the wings. And then this one here is from 42. So this is good. It says from Hosho, so it's got to be training in 42. So that's kind of interesting too. And they're all over the silver colored fuselage, and it looks like they have gone with the Wingsy marking color codes like that. Again, there's so many paints out there that it's, I don't know who you follow. I've been using Wingsy paints for 20 plus years, so I have a whole crap ton of them, and I'm not about to change all of those out. It would cost me a fortune. Let's have a quick look at the decal sheet. Here we are here, and nice colorful colorful decal sheet. And yeah, it's printed. I don't know who printed them. It's not cartographed, but they still, the carrier film is right up against the markings pretty much, which is awesome. It looks good. They're sort of flat color, not flat, but they're not shiny. They're sort of in the middle. There's the, if you didn't want to use the photo etch instrument, there is the option to use this decal on the plastic, which I think works better anyway. I'm not a fan of it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the putting the film behind the photo etch. All right, well, that's it. That is it for this beautiful little kit. Another one from Ukraine. Again, I don't know how they survive being at war for the last couple of years. My first Wingsy kit. I've not built one. I should build one up. This one probably wouldn't take that long. It probably, I'll bet you I could do this in a 12-hour build. Maybe I'll do that in a 12-hour build next time we have one, because there's one coming up in a few months, 6 months, in the spring of 2025. I could throw this one together in 12 hours and see how it goes together. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. Have you built any Wingsy kits? Let me know, because I haven't built one yet. And from what it looks like in the box, it looks really, really good. I'd just like to thank Lost Aviator for sponsoring this video. Go to their website, use Fuzzy's Ghost Models for your discount code to get 10% off your online order. They've got some really good coffees. They've got merch as well, and they've got coffee supplies. Like if you need a French press or hand grinder, if you're traveling, you need a hand grinder, it's all there. You can get beans or you can get pre-ground. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Thanks once again for getting to the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything this community has given me. It makes it so much better to be connected with all of you. Thank you very much. And we'll see you on the next one. Ciao.